Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Cleveland Browns. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Set. Takes the outlaw. Check pass. Check pass. Any weapon.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And now look at him go. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Mayfield now. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
On second down now, Dobbins. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. A big play that time for the Ravens. 45 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 15-yard line.
He's checking. Check safety.
Second and 5 now. Jackson eluding the pressure right. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. He can run for it. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Check. Regular.
3rd and long for Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. The quarterback run, good for 10 that time, but it does lead to a 3rd down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he'll just get rid of this one deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year. When he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That's pulled in by the rookie from Notre Dame, Miles Boykin. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Miles Boykin, his first touchdown on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 8. And they finally get to him, but not before he's past the 45 to the 46-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Matt Judon picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Mayfield finding Beckham. And out of of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, alert 33. Run. Hey, dude.
From the gun, Mayfield. He finds Beckham, complete. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when and told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
57. Mike, 57. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Kill.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Here's Hunt, and he'll be tackled at about the 35. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Play fake. Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Judon able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out. And it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. This time Jackson will throw it. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now a give right side. Dobbins. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. As the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even.
It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. He was trying to go back to Beckham there.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Kareem Hunt, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
16 yards on that one and a Raven first. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Now Jackson to throw on 3rd down. And he's got his man on the out route. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 41-yard line. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41.
Quit talking about it.
Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there. Now Jackson on 1st down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. To throw, Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is caught by Antonio Brown. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. On 1st down, Dobbins. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe some.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the 2-yard keeper as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Mayfield. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Hey, Charlie.
He's creeping.
Mayfield on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 15. And a super return as he gets this all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory.